Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Elliott Everything Emporium podcast of mine. I'm John Elliott, and okay, so this is going to be episode 2. I meant to record it on Thursday, but I had some things come up that kind of took me away from that. But instead, we're going to talk about 5 things that I have learned so far. So 5 lessons learned. Okay, so first thing I'm going to talk about is I actually wrote all this stuff down so that I would not forget. All right, so number one thing is stay on budget and always keep a list of how much money you're spending and how much money you're making, and stay on that. It's very easy to go out and spend a lot of money. You'll find something, you're like, oh man, I gotta buy that, and I gotta buy that, and all of a sudden, you're really upside down. Do not get into that situation. I know that it is easy to spend money. I know I buy things all the time and think to myself, like, man, this is awesome. And then I spent a lot of money. 2 is buy what you know about, okay? So I think a lot of times we can get in over our heads because we'll see something that we go, oh yeah, well, I know that's going to flip, or I know that, that's worth that amount. And maybe it is, but it's also very important just to sort of, buy what you know. So let's say that that, like, what I buy is a lot of the 80s toys, like He-Man, Star Wars, Mask, Transformers, things like that. I know that stuff is worth a lot of money, and I know what I'm looking at too. So, and that kind of leads us into number 3, which is research all your items, okay? So let's say that you run across something that you're like, man, I wonder what this is, and I've had those experiences, that I don't necessarily know what it is I'm looking at. What you can do is there's different ways of doing your research on this stuff. One of them is just looking at, has it sold? What has it sold for in the past? And then look at what the item is going to be selling for, and how many of them have been sold. And you can look at that actually via Amazon. You can look at that via eBay. You can even Google it. You kind of see how many are being advertised and kind of gauge, is the price going to be worth it or not? Just remember that people are selling things online that are way above what they're actually valued at. Hey, you might get lucky and somebody may buy it for that, but also, like, let's say that you're buying an older iPad for like $100 and you're seeing them online selling for 200. You're thinking, oh man, I'm gonna make some money off of that. But then you post it and it just sits there for 6 months or longer. You're not making your money back. So remember, always do your research before you buy anything. Oh yeah, and then speaking of research, the other one is make sure that it works so that you can turn it on. Then make sure that whatever the item is, that it makes a sound, whatever it does, as a wheel that turns, something, make sure that it works. Because the worst experience, seriously, is sending something to someone, especially if it's a high dollar amount, and they get it, it doesn't work. Now, then again, they may have broken in the mail, that's a possibility, or maybe it was just old. Maybe they broke it, and now they're just like, oh man, I'm just going to send it back because, whatever the reason is. Those are all possibilities. But in general, you just want to make sure that it works. Also, record it, like take photos of it with the lights on and whatever else. And that ties into also make sure that all the pieces are there. I've sent things off before and I thought that something was complete. And then next thing I know, I hear back from them and they say, well, it's missing this or it's missing that. So just double check. These are just lessons like I've learned over time. Just do your due diligence. Trust me, the worst thing is getting a negative review or getting something sent back to you. Let's see here. So number 5 is you're going to have bad days. Like you're going to have days where nothing sells, or like 2 items sell for like $5 a piece and you're just going, man, what did I do wrong? Look, it's not you. It could be that it's raining in the entire planet, or it's a beautiful day and everybody's outside, or it's whatever, people are just not buying. You're going to see that. You're going to see there's an ebb and flow to things being sold. I've noticed a lot of times, Friday, Saturday, Sunday tends to be really good selling days. And then Wednesdays for some weird reason. And then like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, not always the best. Which kind of, my last kind of point is also, don't get down on yourself about things. You're not, if as long as you're doing your research, you're standing at a good prices, you're taking good photographs, things like that, things will probably sell. So don't beat yourself up if you have a bad day. It's as long as you just keep trying and keep going, you'll probably be successful. Who knows? We'll see. So, okay, I'm going to leave it at that. And yeah, happy selling.